What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here. Hope you're having a good day and welcome back to another edition of the world's first. Of course, if you're still enjoying the series, please go and hit that like button. Now today we have our couple of matches in Reading and Wolves, and of course, before we get to those, we must go over all of the results up to this point. But even bigger, we just ended a transfer window and we made some transfers, some desperately needed transfers at that, big transfers at that. Let's get to them. Now, the first one's popping up and you're like, who's this guy? I don't give a toss about him. Well, Kyle Rowley has been a thorn in my side on the back line for quite a bit now that I needed to get rid of him. In fact, most of my defensive line has been giving me problems. So he's the first of the bunch. He's gone. He's out of here. We didn't get a lot of money back for him, but at least he's no longer going to haunt my back line. So Kyle was the only out. Now it's time to get to the ins, and two of these ins have been on loan. I know what you're saying. Loans aren't really long-term solutions, Brian. They're short-term, one-season deals. But I want some people that can help us out consistently through the rest of the season, especially on the back line. Look no further than Ander Martinez, who's coming in from Real Sociedad for no cost, but we are paying a monthly fee, an £8,000 monthly fee to bring him on. 20-year-old center back. He's 6 foot tall, from Spain. He's got 15 marking, 14 tackling. His positioning has gone up. It was a 12 when I first bought him. It's up to 13 now. His physicals look very good. Speed-wise, looks solid as well. He's much better. I think he's the best defender I have on this squad now. He is a prime-time player, and I'm saying that way too much. How many prime-time players can I have on the squad? Doesn't matter. He fits the bill, and he's going to start leading the back line for us. And then the second center back that I brought in what I can honestly say was a panic loan at the very end of the transfer window. Matt Parker is coming in from Derby County, and to be quite honest with you, the 21-year-old looks solid in his defensive stats, the stats that matter really. 16 marking, 15 tackling, 14 positioning. His teamwork and work rate are decent enough as well. Physically, though, this was the area where I had concern in and why I classified it as a panic loan, because he was the best outside of Ander that I could have loaned in. But just taking a look at his pace, 9 there, 9 acceleration. His physicals, a little shaky as well, but I feel like he can do a job at least. And then finally, we have a pissin' good goalkeeper. Dionisio Silva is coming in from Sevilla for £425,000. I said for £425,000. Yes, I know. That's more than half of the remaining transfer budget that I had left. But for sake, guys, we needed a goalkeeper, and Jack Bonham and Cameron McCullough were not cutting the mustard. This guy, he's only 20 years old, and he can only get better from here. He's not that bad, to be quite honest with you. He's a great communicator. If he speaks Portuguese, and everyone around him speaks English and Spanish, this could be a bit of a problem. But it doesn't matter. We got ourselves a good goalkeeper for once, and I can rest easy at this point in time that at least we have someone competent manning between the sticks. He still costs £425,000 though. And now let's finally get to the matches proper, where after our last live com, of course, between West Ham and Swansea, we went on and won 4 out of our next 6, a 66% win percentage. Can't go wrong with that. However, didn't get off to a great start as we followed the Swansea loss with a Cardiff loss, losing 2-1 after 2 late goals, 1 from us and 1 from Cardiff. Gave them all 3 points. We then followed up with a 4-1 win away from home against Birmingham City. The 2 new signings coming in and making immediate impacts. Mike McGinty and Gerard O'Donnell picking up goals here, and then Stephen Edwards adding 2 more to his tally to complete the rout. Following that, another goal-festy match. We just can't seem to get away from these this season. A 5-4 victory at home versus Leicester City. They have Jesse Lingard. Hold up. They have Jesse Lingard. Okay, and he's actually doing fairly well with them. Didn't expect to see that guy there. We then followed that up with a 2-0 victory away from home against West Ham. This was the original second match we were supposed to have. We then followed that up with a 2-0 victory away from home at the London Stadium versus West Ham. Ander Martinez making his mark in his first start for the club, getting himself the goal, as well as Liam O'Neill. But then we followed that up with a really peculiar loss to Stoke. We had been outplayed for the majority of the match. We didn't get our 2 goals until very late. But then we followed that up with a 3-0 victory at home versus Portsmouth. Edwards, O'Donnell, O'Neill getting on the score sheet and putting us up into a really good place. But with all those wins, and especially with the match in hand that we had, we have seen ourselves get pushed right back up into 5th place. We're back in the playoff spots. 51 points through 29 matches. And I feel like we did enough to strengthen this squad to now secure a mid-table placement. But now with where we're sitting, the goal is to go higher. The goal is, can we stay 6th place or higher? At least stay in the playoff spots. It all starts right here now that the window is done. It all starts right here with 17 matches to go. Can we do it versus Reading and Wolves? We sure as hell should do it against Wolves. It's Reading that's going to be the challenge. Let's get into that match first. So this is the line we're going to have against Reading on this day. Silva, of course, going to be in net. Wesley, Martinez, Parker, and Friars along the back line. Gideon hasn't impressed. Bola still injured, so it just has to be Friars for now. Amena, O'Donnell, Moen, and Lakin across the middle. And sitting up front, Edwards and O'Neill. Of course, a strike partnership that has netted us 37 goals this season. Let's hope they can bag a couple more on this day, get us the 3 points. So let's kick off and see what happens. 5 minutes on now, we have the ball and in an attacking zone. Wesley coming up the wing, gets inside to Jean Amena. Great passing options, finds Stefan Edwards and far posts it. It's 1-0 to Sheffield. Stefan with his 20th goal of the season. Reading playing with a 4-4-2 narrow diamond, so we need to take advantage of this wide wing play, and that's exactly what we did here. Getting the ball into the box, Edwards doing it all himself after that. Free kick. This is going to be a decent goal. It's going to be a decent goal. I honestly thought that was going to be saved and then cleared away, but the Reading players just did not quit. And defensively, where were we? Yes, we had everybody on the wall. I thought that was going to be a free kick goal. Silva, that wasn't really a good attempt from Silva, and then nobody did anything to deal with the ball. Corner kick for Reading. It's, wow, Patton was unmarked. Paul Patton with his 18th goal of the season, and Reading have taken the lead. What's going on here, boys? Though this highlight is coming directly from the kickoff. Maybe we can get something here. Lakin. Oh, through to Edwards. Was he onside, ref? Keep your flag down, please. Yes, we get the equalizer. Great cross in from Lakin. Finds Stefan Edwards, and just like that, not 90 seconds later, we get ourselves the equalizer, but that's not going to stop me from going full FU attack mode. We need to come away with 3 points here. We need to get a win. Boys, we're favorites here. Well, some of them look keen, but that's about it. Corner, not 3 minutes into the half, and there we go. From Jean Amena, it finds the head of Liam O'Neill, and just like that, we take the lead once again. What a great corner this was. Jean Amena, quick corner, whips it into the box, and O'Neill just beating out his marker and gets Sheffield back into the lead. There we go. So many blue shirts around. Bassett to Edwards, through to O'Neill. Takes a shot. O'Neill gets it. And it's 4-2 to Sheffield. Now, Liam O'Neill joining Stefan Edwards in this match to get 20 goals in the season. We got two 20-goal strikers. I mean, that was a great pass in from Edwards and Bassett, finding through to O'Neill, slipping it in near post. Clap it up, boys. Clap it up. That was a great turnaround performance. It just looked pretty bleak around the half-hour mark, that Reading scoring 2 goals on us, but we turn it around, get 3 more after that, and get all 3 points in the process. Good job, boys. And since we're taking on Wolves away, I did make the decision to get a little bit of a squad rotation going. Not too much to upset the balance, but at least to allow some people fitness. So this is what it's going to look like. Silva's going to stay in net. We have Marsh, Brown, Martinez, Angel, and Friars along the back line. Neil Cooper, O'Donnell, Winstanley, and Jack Steele will be the midfielders. And then sitting up front, of course, you got to go with Edwards and O'Neill. Mostly because, well, I only got Ali Bassett sitting on the bench and Anthony Steer is injured. So we're just going to have to stay with the strike force that is Edwards and O'Neill and hopefully get the 3 points today against dead last Wolves. If we don't get these points, shit's going down. So let's kick off and see what happens. Just about 8 minutes on, some nice passing, nice attacking movement, gets the ball through to Cooper, actually did slip it through, and Steele taking 2 chances, oh, but it pinballs to O'Neill, Steele taking 2 shots, directed at the goalkeeper, Wolves couldn't clear it away, and it falls to O'Neill. Some absolutely wacky times here, thought for sure Steele would have gotten a goal, I thought the ball went in right there. And then a failed clearance from Burke, it falls to O'Neill, pinballs around, and it's 1-0 to Sheffield. 30 minutes gone. Nice long ball over the top to Cooper. The Blue Angels are in the box, but what are we going to do with it? Oh, Edwards slipping it under the goalkeeper. It's his 22nd goal of the season, and he doubles the lead for Sheffield right as the clock ticks to the half-hour mark. We're flying high, but that doesn't mean that our defense hasn't been working either. Wolves had took 7 shots already. Wolves have actually had majority possession in this game. So we need to start turning that around. We need to start being a little bit more dominant here. We may have a 2-0 scoreline, but shit can go bad in a hurry, and it just might do so here. Cleared out. Oh, we're up 2-0. What more do I have to say? Just go out there, finish the job, boys. Nice long ball over the top. O'Neal, he's on. Oh, what a strike from 15 yards out. 15 seconds in, and we get our 3rd goal of the game. It was some great passing to set that up right from the kickoff. When Stanley getting the interception and then dumps it overhead to O'Neal, turns around the goalkeeper, and just like that deposits it into the back of the net. That's how you do it. Wolves now getting a little bit of movement, and that's going to be a goal. That was a great cross in from Tomlinson. It's one of those cross goals that just about went in, but it bounces off the crossbar. Nobody on our defense was there to cover it. And then, as you see right there, 2 Wolves players running, tapping into the back of the net. Well, you can't get much easier than that, really. Ball coming through. Wolves have taken the 2nd goal. They have gotten a 2nd one back here in this 2nd half. And defensively, we need to start closing these guys down. We can't let them get some sort of confidence. We can't let them get any sort of momentum. They're now within a goal of tying this match up when we were flying high just 46 minutes in. Why are these key highlights? This is about the 4th key highlight in the last 2 minutes. It almost seems like Wolves were destined to draw this match. When I saw that there were 4 key highlights in rapid succession, 15, 20 seconds apart, and Wolves were on the attack for most of them, it just seemed predetermined that Wolves were going to come back and draw this match. How shit are you? I got nothing to say. Get to the matches. Get to the next matches. This was bullshit. Get to the next matches. So only picking up that 1 point in that last match. That drops us now down into 6th place with 15 matches left to go. So you know what that means. Time to split the difference, do next episode halfway through that, and then the following one at the very end of the season. So just taking a look at it, 7 matches. We'll go 7 matches down. 7 matches down, that means we'll be taking on Ipswich and Plymouth. I would like to think we can get at least 4 points out of this. And if we can, that's peachy. So when we come back, it'll be Ipswich and Plymouth. So with that in mind, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Of course, if you liked what you saw, go and hit that like button. Lets me know that you're still interested in the series. And of course, if you're new to the series and channel in general, go and hit that subscribe button. Any comments, suggestions, questions, anything else at all, please leave in the comment box below. And as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.